In the vast, watery expanses of our world, no creature embodies humor as paradoxically as the clownfish. This vibrant and spunky dweller of the deep sea is ironically named for its perceived humor, yet its existence is largely devoid of overt comedy. Imagine, if you will, a clownfish telling a knock-knock joke. The absurdity is only heightened when you consider the fact that clownfish don't even have doors. Now picture a clownfish attempting slapstick comedy. This venture into the world of humor becomes even more surreal when you think about the difficulties of slipping on a banana peel underwater. The fact of the matter is, clownfish are named for their bright, clown-like colors, not for their comedic prowess. Yet the irony of their name has led to a series of nonsensical theories about their humor. So, brace yourself as we dive deep into the laughless life of the clownfish. Imagine an underwater comedy club, with clownfish as the star stand-up comedians. Now, doesn't that paint an absurd picture? Picture this, a bustling comedy club filled with all sorts of sea creatures, from the grandiose whales to the tiny seahorses, all waiting in anticipation for the jester of the sea to take the stage. Our star, a flamboyantly orange clownfish, swims up to the stage, or rather, a large flat piece of coral, with a piece of seaweed in fin, masquerading as a microphone. A hush falls over the crowd as the clownfish clears its throat, ready to deliver the punchline of the century. But here's the catch. There's no sound. The underwater world is a silent movie. The irony, right? A comedy club where the jokes are met with silence. The clownfish, in all its glory, delivers a punchline that would have had the crowd rolling in the aisles if only they could hear it. And let's not forget our dolphin heckler, who just can't resist throwing a few good-natured jabs at our comedian. But again, the irony. The heckles, the retorts, all lost in the silent expanse of the ocean. In reality, the Clownfish's comedy club is a quiet, serious place, where the biggest joke is the name itself. While we humans associate clownfish with jesters, these fin fellows are actually quite the diligent workers. Imagine a clownfish wearing a tiny tie and carrying a briefcase. It's an absurd image, isn't it? But in reality, these little guys are as serious as a tax auditor during filing season. They work tirelessly, ensuring their anemone homes are clean and safe. They might as well be underwater janitors, minus the mop and bucket. They're like the small business owners of the sea. They run a tight ship. Or should we say, tight anemone. They've got their own version of morning rush hour, darting between the tentacles of their anemone homes, checking for potential threats and chasing away intruders. It's as if they're conducting important business meetings with each sea anemone's tentacle, ensuring everyone is up to speed with the latest safety protocols. And let's not forget their roles as parents. Clownfish are devoted caregivers, taking care of their eggs like a CEO takes care of their company's bottom line. They're meticulous, detail-oriented, and protective. There's no time for clowning around when you're a clownfish parent. They even have their own version of a 9-to-5. When the sun sets, it's time to clock out. They retreat back into their anemone homes, ready to rest and recharge for another day of serious business. As you can see, the clownfish is a hard-working professional, leaving no room for pie-in-the-face antics or rubber chicken gags. In the grand comedy lineup of the ocean, where does the clownfish stand? Let's put this into perspective, shall we? On one side of the stage we have the squid. Now, the squid is a master of the classic practical joke. It's like the whoopee cushion of the sea. You think you've got it cornered, and then, whoosh, it's gone, leaving you with nothing but a face full of ink. It's the kind of gag that never gets old, especially if you're not the one getting inked. Then there's the sea cucumber. This guy is the real comedian of the deep. He's got this one trick where he, well, ejects his own guts when threatened. Talk about a laugh riot. It's like he's saying, "Hey shark, you want a piece of me? Here, have it all." And in the middle of all this we have our little clownfish, swimming around in his anemone telling the same old tired knock-knock jokes. Knock knock, who's there? Anemone. Anemone who? Anemone you're not, that's for sure. Sure, it's cute, but it's hardly a side-splitter, and it's definitely not going to win him any comedy awards, especially not when he's sharing the stage with the likes of the squid and the sea cucumber. When it comes to oceanic humor, our clownfish friend really doesn't have much to laugh about. So, we circle back to our original question. Why is the clownfish the unfunniest animal in the ocean? It's the paradox that keeps on giving, isn't it? The clownfish, named for laughter, the bringer of joy in the aquatic world, has turned out to be the ocean's greatest party pooper. We've seen how they grind through their day jobs, how they fail to crack a joke at the comedy club, and how they stand, or rather swim, in stark contrast to their fellow sea creatures. But the irony, oh the irony, it's like a sea cucumber trying to perform a ballet. It just doesn't add up, does it? You see, the clownfish, despite its merry moniker, takes its life as seriously as a shark with a toothache. Can you imagine? A clownfish swimming around not cracking a single joke, not even a pun about sea anemones or coral reefs. It's as if the ocean decided to name a creature clownfish just for the halibut. It's like naming a sloth Speedy Gonzales or a tortoise Usain Bolt. It doesn't make sense, yet it's there, swimming in the deep depths of irony. And so, we find ourselves at the end of this aquatic journey filled with nonsensical statements and surrealistic observations. But remember, my friends, in the end, the clownfish, named for humor, lives a life of seriousness, proving that even in the ocean, irony swims deep.